let me introduce our second case. This is based on the measurement journey that Crash Data Solutions drove with Isabel Mora, which is a very popular retailer in Spain. And I am very pleased to welcome Joan Miró, who is the co-founder of Crash Data Solutions, who will walk us through this piece of work. So thanks again for joining, and over to you, Joan.
Thank you, Alfonso. Thank you very much to all the Meta team, Iggy, and all the colleagues in Meta for the invitation to this event. So right to the presentation, Crash is an advanced analytics and solutions agency from Vico Group. And Vico Group, we've been 25 years in business already, so a quarter of century since we were born in 1999. So it's a group of 2,050 employees, and we work in the digital space. And Crash is the advanced analytics and AI solutions in the group. About Isabel Mora is one of the most prominent fashion brands in this founded in Valencia, and it's specialized in the underwear, lingerie, and bathwear. And in recent years, even historically, they have been selling through the, let's say, the network of independent retailers, physical retailers. They have launched a very successful website, e-commerce, and so they are expanding a lot through this online channel. So that's where we based our MMM on. The challenge for them was that they didn't have a clear understanding of the ROAS by channel. Also, they had all discrepancies between the different results in the different platforms, like analytics platforms and the different media platforms. And they were basing all the attribution in the last click attribution model. And that was something also that they wanted to get a different understanding out of the last click attribution. And they also had the challenge of understanding the business baseline. So what's the inertia of the business? How is the business going without any paid effort? How is the baseline evolving? How is it growing? What's the level of the baseline, and so on. And also they had questions beyond what they are measuring in promotions and what they are measuring in emails to get the truly effect of these specific marketing channels. So the first approach we did with them was, let's say, the normal media mix modeling approach, where we put all the media channels and we try to understand what's the impact on sales together with the rest of variables like organic media and all the context variables and so on. What's to predict and to explain the sales evolution. Okay, and the model results were that we found this baseline of around 21%. Which was a little bit below for the advertiser expectations. And the significant thing was that what was the branded search, the paid media branded search. So this is the people who were looking for Isabel Mora or Isabel Mora underwear or Isabel Mora bathwear or whatever category of Isabel Mora. This branded search, they were paying for it, and it was like an important chunk of what it was the contribution. Okay, and so if you pass the slides, yes. When we zoomed in the branded paid search, we found that beyond the significant contribution of this 20%, there was a high ROAS, there was a steep response curve, and the budget allocation also was choosing to double the investment in these channels. But at the end of the day, we didn't have more branded search to be investing on. So that's something that you cannot grow like this. You cannot double the investment in branded search because you are doing as much as you can, right? So the fact of not being a scalable channel, we said we need an approach to understand a little bit more what it is, the branded paid search impact on the MMM model. And that's what we did. Basically, to understand this, we were trying to answer these questions, say, how to grow the volumes of branded search. So how can we increase? What's behind a branded search what's behind it? It's a paid media that causes the fact that people look for the brand, or is an organic search? How is the split between that, right? What's the part of paid media versus the natural full brand equity search volumes? So what we designed was this a specific MMM design that was several models in a combination. On the one hand, we were exploring the impact of paid media in two ways. On the one hand, on the branded search, so the impact of the paid media into the search of the Isabel Mora brand, which in there we expected that there would be an effect, and then the direct effect of paid media into sales. And on the other hand, we wanted to understand the impact of branded search into sales as well. So how we did that was to divide this design into three different models. The first one was attacking sales as the target variable, as the dependent variable. And in the model variables, we included all the marketing channels, including the paid branded search. The second step was to understand the branded search volumes by putting it as a target variable in the model, and then having it explained by the different effect of the rest of paid media. And the third model that we built was explaining the sales as a target variable again, but without including the branded search here. So just putting the different paid media except the branded search paid media. So everything combined, what we found out was that out of the initial findings in the first approach, where we had a 21% baseline in terms of contribution, the contribution of baseline was 21%. We found that 52% was the contribution of paid media, excluding branded search. And the paid media ROAS was 6.6. Once we put all these hidden effects that we had found and all these interactions of how paid media contributed directly to sales, but also indirectly to the number of volume of branded search, that at the end of the day, then the branded search also was impacting on sales. So once we understood all these cross effects, we found out that baseline was not 21%, but 36%. The paid media was not contributing 52% to sales, but 60%. And that the paid media ROAS, excluding branded search, so all the paid media channels excluding branded search, was having a 7.2 ROAS, not 6.6. So we discovered that part of the, excuse me, if you can go back just for a sec, we discovered that part of the baseline was hidden in the branded search paid media. So the baseline in sales, we found a part of baseline there, but also there was an important part of baseline within the volumes of search. And also the volumes of search also was hitting part of the impact of paid media. So kind of going through paid search, we kind of identified what was the true baseline and the true paid media contribution. So what were the key learnings? Key learnings was that when you have a strong paid brand search in a model, it can impact the rest of channels. So taking some of the ROAS of the other paid media channels and also erasing some of the baseline. So the paid branded search there also affects the model and the result of the other variables. Also, we discovered, or we kind of measured, the paid media campaigns effect on the number of branded searches. So out of the total branded searches, we discovered that 37% were created by the paid media campaign in this specific case, and 62% was organic, let's say, natural flow of the branded searches. Okay, so that was the origin of branded searches, and then we kind of separated the double impact of paid media campaigns. The ones that are direct to sales and the ones that are indirect to sales through branded search. Takeaways. We discovered that reallocating the budget through the existing channels and optimizing the channel, we could get an 11% higher ROAS. And also we discovered this 37% of the branded search volume that was depending on the paid media campaigns. Okay, so for the light for the team in Isabel Mora was understanding the overestimation of the impact of the branded paid search, and understanding that what it was hidden in the branded paid search in fact was caused from the paid media, the rest of paid media, and also some let's say baseline that was hidden there. And that's it for me. 10 minutes exactly. I've tried to adjust to the time. Thank you, Alfonso. Thank you, Iggy.